It's April 15th, and I woke up today to at least an inch of snow. Now it's all gone, so it didn't last. It's all back to green grass and blue skies, and then I think we're supposed to get more tomorrow. So, the world's crazy. Let's do some yoga. We're going to be on the floor today, so grab your mat or grab a soft spot to do this. This is a day where you want carpeting if you've got it. All right, we're going to do cat-cow to begin. So you're coming over onto your hands and your knees. When you're doing cat-cow, you want your hips in line with those knees, and you want your heels also in line with those knees. You want to be able to press down as much as you can into the toenail sides of your feet. And then you're coming down, and you need enough length, right? So some people get really close. They have no room to move. So you want the heels of your hands to land below your elbows, right below your shoulders. And then your hands are almost never pancake flat. You need a little bit of space. So it's as if I could come and bring my fingers underneath the heart of my palm. I'm really strong the heel of my hand. I'm really strong the side of my thumb, the pads of my fingers. But the heart of my palm lifts up. All right, so you start with your cat and your cow. Ready? So inhale, it's actually the cow first, the collarbones and the sacrum lift. And as you exhale, you arch like that cat at Halloween. Pressing into the toenail sides of your feet so your knees aren't taking all the weight. Really try to lift up that space between your shoulder blades. And then as you come to an inhale, you're going to come to your neutral spine. Now, we just did 3. You're welcome to do as many of those as you want. You can do 3 along with me. You can do 10. It depends on what your back is needing and how tight you are. Now for side cat, again, we're starting here in this neutral spine, and your inhale will start at that neutral, or sort of like a tabletop pose. And then you're bringing your hip and your shoulder toward each other. You're crunching up all of the space along that side waist. So again, inhale is neutral. And then exhale. Now you're not trying to shift all your weight in your hands or your knees. You're just trying to bring your hip and your shoulder as close together as you can. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hip and shoulder blade are trying to come together as close as they can. Inhale to center. I have not shifted the weight from my hands or my knees at all. I'm moving that middle part of my body. And you're really trying to scrunch up all of that space along the side, so you're stretching on the opposite side. And then again, coming back to center on your inhale. Now again, I did 3. You're welcome to do a few more of those. Now we're going to do dolphin pose. So for dolphin, we're on our forearms. Other than that, the legs and the rest of the mechanics are much like down dog. So you're coming down for dolphin. And your forearms are down there pretty close together if that's comfortable for you. You can keep your hands to the mat or your palms together. And you sort of choose. If your palms are together, then what you're really pressing against the mat is that wrist bone. All right, tuck your toes underneath you. As you exhale, you're in your dolphin pose. And you can adjust your elbows if you need to, or adjust your feet. Relax your neck, tuck your chin in. Shoulder blades are trying to move towards your hips. Belly's drawing in. All right, when you're ready, bringing your hands to the mat. So now you're in down dog. I'm going to center your left foot. As you inhale, pick up that right and swing it or step it through to the top. I know for a lot of people, especially if you're new to practicing, that swing through is really hard. And so you start and you land like this. Pick up that leg and haul it up there. Do what you need to do. So now we're in our middle range lunge here, nice and strong. And then you're going to plant that back leg. You might even need to walk your kneecap back a little bit. And then inhaling, interlace fingers to your thigh, drop down. So your heart's coming forward, your shoulder blades drop down, and it's a big stretch through those hip flexors in the back. Relax your jaw. Your teeth don't ever need to be clamped together. All right, hands come back down. Tuck your left toes. And exhale into down dog. Give your head a few turns. Center your right foot. Inhale, raise that left. And swing it through. Or pick it up and step it the rest of the way, whatever. So you start your lunge here. Then plant that right leg back and down. Lift up. Drop into that front knee. Your knee is more or less still in line with your heel. You don't want that knee to come beyond your toes pretty much ever. We want to protect our joints. It's a big stretch in those hip flexors. Hands come back down. Tuck your right toes. Now, it's a big stretch right here. You can stay here like this, especially if it feels good. Or exhaling into your down dog. Those of you who want to keep going, you could stay in down dog, you could do three-legged dog, you could do pigeon. Playing around with what you're in the mood to do tonight. Don't ever feel like you have to stop just because I do. Eventually, you come to your child's pose. Big toes together, stretch out. Some of you I know knees don't like child's pose, so if you'd like to try something else as your rest, you could do puppy. Where you come forward, but your hips don't go back toward your heels. And you stretch out through your shoulders. Still a rest pose. It's not quite as taxing to your knees. Play around with your joints and what's going to work for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Namaste.